Seven brothers. We'll start over with that. Start with that. Well, that's when they come in and stuff. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth.
God.
Honors and salutations to the elect, to the men that died doing the work, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, because they showed their eyes first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahushai, he is the deliverer. He's come and deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. All right. The Church of Philadelphia, once again on the highways and hedges, coming to prophesy the downfall of Babylon, aka America, aka Sodom and Egypt. All right. And on the way up, is listening to the Apostle of Ramna again this week. And he was going to tour out of persecution and everything that's coming. So when you really look at it, when you go into the word persecute, the root word is pursue. All right, so they're going to chase you. They already follow you. They all know you, man. All we got to do is just maintain and do our job. It's coming to a time where they're going to start killing us, man. And but that's a part of the cause that you have to count. When you come into this ministry, this doctrine. That's why the scriptures tell you, man, be thou faithful until death, and I will give you a crown, man. All right, so we're gonna hop in the what's that? The Maccabees, right?
God, second Maccabees.
We're gonna hop in the second Maccabees, going into brothers. The 7 brothers. Start off with that, right? Because they were courageous, man. But you got a lot of men now. They are fold when it comes down to it, and that's why the Lord is separating the men from the women, man. The boys from the girls, man. The men from the boys, so to speak. Because a lot of, I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of death out here. And then you start to see the uproars of the people, the protests. Everybody's angry, man. But the Lord putting the spirit on them to be like that. You know, that's why I titled this camp, man. We ain't gonna be out here too much longer, man. So prophesy to you and tell you the things that's to come. You know?
And just to land back over the brother, this is what sturdy really looks like, right? These 7 brothers. Because what you got here, and you can see it now, right? With some of these men that are so-called in the truth. The ones that talk the loudest, you know what I mean? That's supposed to be the boldest, you're the first ones that's going to fold. As soon as somebody say something to you, right? Or offer you something, right? You're the first ones. Just like you was in the world probably like that. If you ain't ever really been through nothing, hey, that's what's going to happen. The first ones.
That's right. Like that song from Beans. He said, you gotta see what I seen. Been where I've been. You know? Lay where I laid, to make where I made.
Right.
You gotta go do it, man. If you living comfortably now, like when the pressure comes, you're gonna fold, man.
Right.
You know? And that's why like the Lord, like the apostle was talking about with Paul. Paul went through some shit, man. Persecuting the prophets and all that, putting them to death and all that, man. So he saw death. So that's why when he came into it, he knew like what he had done, man. So he was like, damn, I got to believe my harder for the Lord since I went against him. But the Lord put that spirit on him, man, you know?
So we'll see. We'll see who's really going to be 10 toes down, right? And stand on it. We're going to see. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be obvious. But that time is coming. And they already know who you are. So don't think they haven't surveilled your phone, all your electronics, everything. They know everything that you do. So, hey, they got you. Hey, you get me? Hey, you got me. It's the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken, compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips.
That's right. So you could equivalent that to these FEMA camps that they got. You know, because man, we about to be public enemy number 1. We already are for real. You know, they just ain't come out and do the rounding up and all that, man. Because they're not worried about a Jake that don't know that he's Israelite. You know, they worried about the Jakes that know that they Israelites come out here in the highways and hedges. You know? That's why I tell you, it don't matter what camp you in, you gotta have the right doctrine. You know? This comes from the apostles and others of great wisdom. And even then, with some men that's in there and all that, and all over, man. You got some men that's in other camps that's under the elect. You got men that's in certain camps that's not. That's just the way the Lord designed it, and He shakes everything up to make it fit what He wants it to be. Because this is His show, man. The Son has nothing to do with us, man. You know, all we do is do His bidding, man, and come out here. You know, and throughout the week, do your videos, you know, do your running around and all that, man. You know, but at the end of the day, it's all right. It's funny because it's the 7th chapter and the 7 brothers. So that's completion. You know, the Lord is about to complete His ministry, to show His power, man. And this is a part of the ministry. This is a part of the doctrine, man. You know, because what it tells you, it says gold is tried. It says gold is tried in the fire. You know, so you got to be tried in that fire. And this is the fire that's coming, man. That persecution, man. You know, that a lot of people, they can't take persecution. Then they get caught with something. They want to pin it on you, man.
Right.
Because they can't take the persecution. The same thing with this truth, man. You got men of this truth that's setting brothers up, man. And they've been doing it. You know, but they're going to be sought out. But the Lord already know who they are, man. You know? Just like the Lord knew who Judas was. He knew exactly who he was, man. He just let him do his thing.
What makes say alpo ass niggas?
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So he let them just do their thing.
Right.
Because, hey, It was all the Father's will anyway.
John.
Because he knew he had to get up there on that cross, man. That's a part of counting the cost when you come into this truth. You know, you don't just come into it. That's why you read. You see what they talk about. You know the same thing will happen to you.
John.
You know?
Hey, it's gonna be your own mother,
Yep.
your own brother, your blood brother.
That's right.
Much less people in the truth, right? It's going. So hey, man, if you in this thing, just expect it to happen. Just expect your own mother to be on the phone telling me something. You need to come home, right? Straight up. Hey, man. Hey, that's real shit, right? So, hey, but you got to think about this. Think about this. If this wasn't the truth, why in the hell is Esau and other nations so mad and want to keep this truth basically hidden?
They want muffin.
Right. And they spent so much money to keep this truth hidden. Ask yourself that.
They spent billions.
Right.
They ain't
Probably trillion.
Yeah, they ain't spend that on no goddamn Islam.
Right. And could care less what else you are in this world. You could be anything
Right.
but an Israelite.
You can identify as a dog.
Right. Hey, we was watching that about a month ago, right? I forgot where it was at. Yeah. So just think about that. And I'm not talking about you Jakes. I'm talking about you other nations too. Think about that. Think about if this wasn't the truth, then why is it being labeled and so condemned? Because you don't see us looting, killing people, talking about it at all. We're saying we're waiting on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And if that wasn't the truth, then why are people so angry and upset about lowly people that just want to follow the Bible? We're not saying we're going to do anything to anybody, right? So what is it? It's because it's the truth.
Jeremiah.
Hey man, me and these brothers been out. One time you had, I don't know what type of super agent it was. We next to a damn cemetery. To search out what we talking about. Wasn't nowhere near the trail. Trees hitting her in the head. Right? And all other types of stuff. But we could care less because it's not going to stop this word. You ain't going to stop me from being a hopeful elect and enduring to the end. Not who cares what you got? Hey, I know where the power source is. Worrying about your job.
It's Jeremiah chapter 51. I'm going to start at I'm gonna go right to the point. I'm gonna go to verse 5 instead of verse 5. It says, "For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, according to the Lord never forsook us." So they thought, man, that's why they mad because of what we bringing up. You know, the doctrine that they so they more so like, yo, these niggas fucking up our money, bro. You know, it's a major threat to the new world order. Because they want everything they want to change the scriptures. You know, they want to take away from it, add on to it. You know, so the Lord want to add on to them, man. You know, and to the Israelites, man. Check it out. It says, "Flee out the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity." And yo, that's what we're doing. We come out here, so we're the major threat to what these people are trying to do. How they try to keep us in derision. That's why I said flee. It says, and deliver every man his soul. How you do that? You start speaking to them, telling them the doctrine, and they start waking up. And the Lord, and that's only the Lord's work. That's His power, man. You know, like Apostle Gabar used to say years and years ago, how that limo pulled up. They had the 12 tribes on. The dude was like, "How did y'all get there?"
Right.
You know, because they like you said, they spent billions on that, man. They spent a lot of money to keep a lot of people in the business. You know, so now that they coming out of it, and the truth is spreading like wildflower, and like wildfire, not flower, wildfire. But now you start to see the prophecies that we've been telling you about, and they coming to pass. So they mad as hell, man. So they like, well, we gotta shut them up. It says, "Be not cut off of her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon have been the golden cup in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad." You know, so these nations, they mad as hell. And no, it's because we bringing out the truth, and they start to see it, and it's bringing out the truth on this Edomites, man. The so-called white man, this devil, man. All his tricks, his secrets, and all that is being brought out by the prophets, and they all written in this book. They don't want you to know the name of the Lord and all that, man. You know, that's why they was trying to get at them 12 brothers, I mean, them 7 brothers, man. You know?
Hey, that's the spirit. Because when you was reading that, I just had Revelation 17:2. It says, "With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication,
That's right.
and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication."
That's right. So they mad, they angry because they like, yo, how the hell did we get caught up in this web, man? Like we went chasing after this man's his philosophies and all that.
Right.
So now when they start seeing their country and their women start going against them, they like, hold up. All this happened because we started dealing with him. You know? But the Lord allowed that to happen. That's all Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh's work. That don't got nothing to do with us, man. All we do is come out here and speak on it.
Right.
The Lord brings it to your face.
Right.
You know? He brings it to your front door. More than you bargained for. And what my man said, to cow stays open like an all-night store. As a matter of fact, let's read that real fast in the NLT, baby.
Come.
I like this up as well.
Go ahead, bro.
Come.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. The crown of life." You know, like the brother quoted earlier, "Fight for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you." You know, everybody's back is about to be against the wall. You know, prison, persecution, whatever the case may be, hunger, right, famine, plagues, you know, martial law. So that's the trial. You know what I mean? The hour of temptation. You know, so I just read it one more time. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer." You know, "Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, which is like, just a short moment, not literally. It says, "Be thou life." You know?
Amen. And some people count death as losing a job, right? Or losing a woman. You know? And the bottom line is, you're going after treasures that's you putting your whole being inside something that will come to naught.
That's right.
And so what does Scripture say? So what manner of man ought ye to be in all holy conversation, right?
It's book of Jeremiah 51 and 5, starting 5 again in the NLT. It says, "For the Lord of heaven's armies has not abandoned Israel and Judah. He is still their God. Even though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Free from Babylon, save yourselves. Do not get trapped in her punishment. It is the Lord's time for him to pay her in full. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, a cup that made the whole earth drunk. The nations drank Babylon's wine, and it drove them all mad.
And that's, hey man, and let's analyze this, because when people say Babylon is this place, Babylon is that place, let's be really clear. What country is the largest importer of goods? Right. The largest importer. Number one. Right? What is the dominant economy still?
That almighty dollar.
Still. Right? What country has the most military presence throughout the world?
Yep. They got military base everywhere.
Throughout the whole world. Listen, you could put 10 other countries against America, and they still won't have as many military bases around the country. America still has about 800. Over 800. You put Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, England all together, they ain't even got 100. Come on, man. Like, let's cut it out. And look it up. I'm not making it up. Look it up for yourself. You can Google it real quick. The answer won't come in 5 seconds. Straight up. I mean, hey, that's why the Lord said he gonna pull up their skirt real quick, right?
That's right.
It's not a secret.
Yeah, it's not a secret. So you worried about you mad at us, and the truth is what the Bible says. Hey man, we just the messengers.
That's right.
We just been sent out to give this word.
That's right.
Whether you like it, believe it, understand it or not, hey, it is what it is. But you can't hide by the fact that's not the truth.
That's right.
Skirts being lifted up.
That's why the nation is angry.
Right.
You know that because America's military bases throughout the planet has never been attacked.
Huh.
Nobody tried to buck up against them, but now them heathens.
Hey, let the weak say that I'm strong, right? Hey, that's the spirit. Pull it up, bring it up, brother. Yeah, it's the spirit.
They want them out their land, man. They're like, yo, we sick of y'all being here.
Huh.
So why are you still here?
Right.
Well, you know what? In Africa, they were just calling up. They were saying, "Get out of here, colonizers."
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, they saying it throughout the whole earth, right? So we're not making this up. It's what's happening on the east.
God, that's right. And it's going to go straight to the west. Got it, bro.
God, brother got a precept on that.
What was it? Fuck, I forgot. Oh.
Oh, I got it. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3. I start at 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares," verse 10. "Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong."
Huh.
You know, it's plowshares and the pruning hooks, those are farming tools. So we're not in the time for progress or growing or things getting better. We're in a time of war. So now they're like, forget the farming, take them tools so we can defend the farm. You know? So that's these other nations, the smaller, weaker nations, right, joining the superpowers like Russia, China, Iran, proxy wars. So now they're not scared of America anymore, the bully, So
God. And Russia's going to be the guard to them, right? To them small nations. God can make God. Let's book it back to Second Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 2. I'll start back to 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips.
They was whooping their ass.
Just about pig. Now you people, you Jakes now, hey man, you think that's the thing. Ribs, pork chops, ham, what's that nasty? The pig's feet, right? You guys looking at that? Yeah, chitlins, yeah. Like that's like some delicacy, right? And you proud of that. And you tell the men of the Lord, I ain't putting down my pig, right? The most vile, disgusting animal that you could ever eat.
Yeah, that shit don't even sweat. No, the pus comes out the fucking out the hooves, and that's what y'all eat.
Right.
That made you wonder why your health is all jacked up.
Yeah. It ain't not a mystery. You trying to act like it's a mystery. It's not a mystery.
And when you tell them, you like, yo, you ain't. When you learn, you like, hold up, why we ain't supposed to go? The Lord said, bring that back. So now you telling them. And the reason why it not happened because that was the Lord's mercy.
Right.
You know?
Meanwhile, though, when things do happen, like I remember going down south, every summer, right? And they had all types of pig stuff, right? And Big Mama have her feet all swollen up. You wonder why her salt, whatever. I mean, big swollen, right? Big, every year.
Yep.
And you know why it's swollen, because you eating all that pig.
Yep. They eat that shit with everything.
Hey.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Let me go take some pills. No, stop eating that garbage.
That's why your shit jacked up.
Yeah.
It's a dietary law, right? This guy, he lived to be like 106 or 7, something like that. And it's like, yo, how you live to be so old? He said, I just found the dietary law to better. I was like, damn.
Meanwhile, Big Mama look like she got dinosaur feet.
Exactly, yep.
Oh.
They used to go to church, see them try to stick their feet in it.
Yeah. Couldn't get the feet. Yeah. You're right. Couldn't get it in there, right? Right. Right.
All because you want to eat fucking pork.
Right.
Hard-headed, man.
Can't tell Jake nothing.
It's so deep that the Lord said you're not even supposed to touch the flesh of it.
Right.
Man. You know?
Right.
They want to do all that shit. They don't give a fuck. You know? And then they wonder why they got high blood pressure, heart problems.
High cholesterol, all types of nonsense. Right?
Poison, man.
Eating now like this.
Yeah, fucking that shit up, man. And that's slave food, man. They gave that. You know? That's all Esau did. Even with the lobsters. He gave us that shit.
Right.
You know, that was slave food. Now all of a sudden it's a delicacy. Because Jake cooked that shit real good.
And you paying $50 for a pound.
For some bullshit.
Stupid.
And they know it's trash, man. And they tell you that, yo, they related to roaches, shrimps, and all that.
Yeah.
But you rather still eat it. You know that's what it is, but
the cockroach of the sea.
Yeah, catfish, all that shit.
Yeah. And the Bible tells you what to eat and what not to eat. Yeah. And that's why he jacks us up. No, all the other nations, they're fine. But guess what? That's because we have a holy temple.
Yep, exactly.
And it continues to impact our people.
The heathens can eat that shit. We can feed the heathens.
Right.
The same way they did that shit to us. You don't get that shit to your brother. You get that shit to
no. Hey, Shalom, God. Hey, how about your Shabbat? It says, verse 2, but one of them that spake first said thus, What wouldst thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the law of our fathers.
Yeah, that's stand-up God.
That's sturdy.
Right. Yeah,
that's standing on it.
Yep.
Y'all don't even know what standing on it is. He said he not even going to eat nothing of a pig.
He said we ready to die, man.
Right.
Like Biggie, I'm ready to die. But nah, they was real serious about that, man. And that's how far our nation fell down, man. You know? Cause they like, yo, that's why you got all these dudes out here now so-called leaders and shit, they sell out real quickly, he said.
Right.
Because they don't got nothing to stand on. They don't stand on your Yahweh Shem outside. It's a foundation. You know, that should be your first choice, man. You know? And you want niggas 4 and 26. Grab that so like it started like 25, 24.
Yeah.
I can make a point on that, brother. About the shot. You had because that's what the laws of the king, the laws of the land during that king.
Right.
Like in Maccabees during the Seleucus Empire, right? He was killing you Jakes, meaning the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, which are the biblical Israelites. He was slaughtering them if they were circumcising their children. You know, if they kept the high holy days, the Sabbath, and you had women, children, men flee to the mountains just to keep that. You know, but he was slaughtering them. You know.
Hey man, we knew back then that we was coming back. So, hey, it's gonna come back on tenfold. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the power.
See that? And yo, that's what they was doing. They was like, yo, we ready to die. Like this is the wrath of Yahweh Shem outside. It's come upon us, man, and we rocking out, man. You know? They wasn't worried about it. Because they understood, like our people in the ancient time, they understood reincarnation. They knew that. That's why they asked when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, they was like, is this Elias the prophet? You know, that's what they was asking, because they knew about reincarnation. If you tell a nigga that now, they gonna look at you like you got 7 heads on your fucking shoulders, man. Because and then when they talk about it, like there's a dog,
Butterfly, right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or a cat,
Right.
some fucking grass. You know, because that's what Esau said. Like, yo, I forgot the guy name, man. He was wicked as hell, but he said if he could come back, he said he would come back as a deadly virus to knock off all these people.
Right.
I said, damn, yo, Esau's he's a waster, man. You know, and that's the spirit that's in him, man. That's why I said his soul that is in him is not lifted up, man. You know, ain't nothing right about that dude, man. You can try to front and act like, yo, it's cool Edomites. There's no cool Edomites on this planet, man. You know, they all seek blood, man. Some type of way. They cut throats and they'll let you know. You know?
Hey, and you gotta understand, like how about Shem Yahushua?
That's right.
You know? And so, hey, when people come back on this earth, their judgment is gonna be meted out. So when you see people die horrific deaths, hey, that's the judgment
Right.
of Yahweh Yahushua. You know? It says, Baruch chapter 4, verse 25, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the power. For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck.
Right.
Whew.
You know, so that's like everything that they doing, man. You know, they just set themselves up. You know, they set themselves up for failure. All you gotta do is come out here and do what the Lord chose to do. You know, I gotta shift a little fast.
Come.
This is our second Ezra, chapter 9. Like the first Come. Second Ezra 9 and 13. It says, and therefore be thou not when inquire how the righteous shall be saved, who the world is, and for whom the world is created. So yo, you ain't like you see these niggas dying all that. You ain't supposed to be concerned about it. When their punishment is coming, just know it's coming. Man. We want to be concerned on how the righteous are going to be delivered out of it, and that's through the chariots, man. You know, you got a lot of men complaining. Yeah, we gonna complain because we complain to the Lord.
Yeah.
But He told us, don't be curious about how the righteous, the wicked, going to be punished, because He already said that He's going to punish them.
And we in the flesh,
That's right.
but hey, true men of the Lord are going to reflect and think back through these scriptures, because what was written aforetime is written for our learning. So when we read these occurrences in this Bible, hey man, it's more of a faith booster. And what you say to us, Esau and other heathen nations, hey man, it is what it is. Whatever you say,
That's right.
because we know recompense is coming. And you feel it in your spirit and your soul that recompense is coming. That's why you're so scary.
They know He got but a short time. Got it, bro.
Back to 2 Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 3. Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot.
Damn. And yo, you know
That's how
what cauldron is. That's like them pots that how they say the witches brewed in them. That's one of them big ass kettles, man. He caused them to be hot, man, because he was about to barbecue some niggas.
Right. You know that was
that's what.
hot too back then.
And yo, pans. So you know what a pan had to be big as hell, man. To put a whole man in that shit. Because these wasn't no little boys. They was grown men.
Right.
You know? But see, he made, I ain't going to something.
Yeah. Which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first.
Yeah, because he spoke against him. And yo, what does it say about the rage of a king? Man. Yo, and that's why he did it, because when the king gets mad, like if man, there's some problem. I think it's in Proverbs, the 8th chapter. Going like start around the 8th verse we read down. I know it says something about the king, his rage is like you don't want that, you know. But his mercy or his favor is like due, you know.
Yeah. I think it's it. Yeah.
You got it. Yeah.
You said some Proverbs, right?
Yeah,
I think that was
8 and
I think it was another one. Yeah.
This might be another one. But it's Proverbs 16 and 14 says the wrath of a king is as messengers of death.
That's another, but that's good.
That's a good one.
But a wise man will pacify it.
But when you see men of the Lord, even in the time of Daniel, right? No man of the Lord is going to go against the scriptures because of what the king says, right? And that's what we have to understand. If it goes against scriptures and it goes against our law, statutes, commandments, hey, whatever the Lord has for us, He has for us.
Right.
Yeah, I think that happened the last time too when we was looking for it.
What that was, Proverbs 16 and 14?
There was another one in Proverbs 20.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 2. The fear of a king is as the roaring of a lion.
That's it.
Whoso provoketh him to anger sinneth against his own soul.
Look at the one in there it go, 19 and 12. My fault. Proverbs 19 and 12. That's the one.
Yeah. Yep. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 12. The king's wrath is as the roaring of a lion.
That's why he cut their tongue out. Because when the lion roars, people get scared, man. You know, you hear a lion roar, he's about to attack. He don't got no pits, man. It's going down.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta,
No chill.
yeah, and yo, a lion is the king of the jungle. That's why
Right.
they compared it like that, man. You know.
But his favor is as dew upon the grass.
Lying to you, man. So this king right here, he was in his rage, man. Because he figured, he's like, I'm the king, I'm giving all the orders, so y'all gonna go against me? Watch your mind, man.
Right.
But if you would have did what he said and what he wanted you to do was wicked, he would have showed you a lot of love. Just like with Daniel. When he prophesied about what was it, Darius, that came and overtook them, but he's like, I'm gonna give you a rope of gold and a garment of purple, right? You know, so that was the king's favorite. Like dude, man, he fed that. He made sure he was straight. As long as you do what the king say, you're gonna make sure you're straight. That's why it will behoove you to do what the king of kings said. You know? That's why, because when his rage comes, you don't want that.
Utter destruction.
Exactly. See what he do? You see earthquakes and all that shit, man. The way the earth just, the lightning and all that, like, come on, man. To go against something like that, you out your mind.
Wow.
And the Lord ain't dealing with you because he got you in the wicked. And that's why those men, they was scared to death, man. They feared the Lord more than they feared that man.
Ah.
He's like, yo, that's why it says, what it say? Fear not the man that can kill the body. I feel glad that bro, it's enough, right? It's unfair. What you gotta go.
God. And like the brother was saying too, there are certain times when the Lord does set up kings, right? And the Lord tells you not to go against them.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, you brought that out last week.
Yeah, like with Jeremiah. When
Yeah.
Jeremiah was prophesying. You told him that the king of Babylon is going to come overtake you because y'all was being wicked. He was like, don't go against him because y'all sinned against the Lord, and the Lord is sending them here because that's his whooping stick, man. You know? You gotta go.
Hey, even the king of, I believe, of Persia, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, where he was at, even though he was a heathenistic king, he was at peace with the children of Israel to build the wall.
Simple enough, man.
Right.
You know? Because there were certain kings, they still would allow you to practice your customs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like now, they don't allow us to practice shit.
Right.
They want to wipe. That's why I told you in the Psalms it says, "Let us cut them off from being a nation, so that the name of Israel will no longer be remembered."
Well, they also know, hey, it says in Judith 5th chapter about if we're connected to the Lord, you know, hey, don't mess with them. If they follow the Lord's statutes and commandments, leave them alone.
Right.
Because you want to run out naked.
Yep.
Right? You know what I'm saying? But if they find fault in their God, then hey, you got them.
Yep. Exactly.
So they know that they don't want us connected to our power source, right?
Right. Yep.
Because they know we have no power, that power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
That's right, bro. That's right, man. Right.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. It says, and fear not them which kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy the body, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Right.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Those brothers at that point, they was in hell, man.
Right.
It's about to catch hell. That's how they about to. You see him warming up the cauldron, so you already know what that's about to be about.
Right.
You know, and heating up the pan, so he's like, I can take it like a man. Just
Hey.
like how it shot did.
Yeah, hey, and the king got men around him, right? So he can't go out like a sucker, right? So he's got to do what he said,
Yep.
right?
Because he's bound by his word.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
he gave that decree. You can't go against it.
Yeah.
People going, they going to come at him.
Oh, you soft now, yeah. We do whatever we want.
Yep.
I don't care what you say, king.
Yeah, they'll try to put him to death.
Right.
You know? So,
It says, which forth being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body, the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. So he wanted to make an example, right? Okay, all right. So you want to be smart, right? I bet your other brothers won't do this. Once I cut your tongue out and cut some limbs off you, and then put you in the furnace. Matter of fact, I know your mother's going to tell you that you better obey the king, right? That's what he thought. That was his thoughts.
Yeah, I remember like years ago we was going over this, and there was a woman that walked by, years across the street.
Right,
A
right,
nigga woman, whatever. So I asked her, I was like, yo, I said, would you be able to go through this? And we explained it to her.
right,
And she looked at me. She was like, hell no.
Right.
She was like,
Right.
I'm Mama Bear.
Right.
I would try to diss him. I'm like,
right.
see,
Yeah.
man, and you would have got your ass killed too.
Right. Hey man,
But that's the
they
fear of
they
the
was
Lord,
built
man.
different. Yeah.
That's right.
And hey, we pray that the Lord put that mighty spirit on us. You know, because hey, there's gonna be a time of trouble like there's never been in this whole earth.
We reading this, so just imagine
Right.
the thoughts Esau has in his head now.
Right.
The
Right.
Lord put him there, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? He already hates you. He got a perpetual hatred towards you,
Yeah.
which we're reading about it right now. You know?
It says, verse 5, now when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire
Damn.
and to be fried in the pan, and as the vapor of the fry, as the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus, Yahweh thy power looketh upon us, and in truth have comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants.
That's right. See that? And they was cheering this brother on like, yo, that's right. You doing a good job, man. And the mom telling him like, yo, the Lord he got favor on us, man. Just like matter of fact, just enough I'm gonna bring out a little later, but yo, a lot of dudes couldn't go through it. You seeing your brother get
Right.
picked up like that.
Right,
Then he in there, he probably screaming, but he can't even scream. His mouth falling full of blood.
Right.
His tongue cut off and shit.
Yeah.
So he can't even holler for real, man.
he might not even holler the way they talking, because they like, call Halom Yahweh Shem Shai.
Probably just took it on the chin.
Right. Right, yeah.
You know, because hey man, once your flesh burns to a certain degree,
Can't feel
the pain
anything.
go away,
Yeah, you
man.
can't feel nothing.
You know what I'm saying? When you get beat so bad, you start feeling that shit.
Right,
Because the first initial hits and burn, that's the most major part. After that, it's like, you know, this shit, your cells, they die. So your feeling and all that, you ain't feeling that shit no more. Like when they used to hang a brother and then burn him and all that, he'd scream for a second, then that shit is like, they stop screaming because he had to either be dead or that shit just stop hurting. But you know you're going to die eventually, man. That's a horrible way to die, man.
right,
Hey, it's up to the Lord, man. And that's why, you're supposed to fear him, because he could do this to you, you know? Or he could have you, he could serve him and he's not even have to give you salvation on the side. You know? It's a spiritual thing, man. But you still got to do it. You know? That's a heavy way to go, man. That shit.
right,
And when you read these scriptures, man, you gotta imagine, put it in your mind, man.
Right.
What's really happening. So then you know what you getting yourself into, man.
right,
You know? You got a lot of men just come out here and just be talking shit. And, oh man, this shit is deadly serious. That's why sometimes you get depressed, man. You know, you might have a man that drink a lot because he can be like, oh shit, this is god damn. You know? Try to, man, you say give a strong drink to a man that's about to perish, man. You know?
Hey man, this ain't for the faint heart.
That's right.
This ain't for
The
it.
strong, they say only the strong survive.
Uh-huh.
You know? This shit deadly serious, man.
Hey. Verse 7. So when the first was dead, after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock.
See?
And when they had pulled off the skin off of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body?
See, they pulled his scalp there, and that's how you know they try to put that shit on gas. Or they the ones that started scalping people. No, Esau was doing that shit. As a matter of fact, I had this book called The Pennsylvania Indians. And out there in like Central PA and all that, and Lancaster and all that shit, with the Conestoga Indian Massacre, they was running up in Gad House doing the same thing. Snatching the hair right off the scalp of their head, man. You know, the men, women, and children. So Esau got a lot to pay for. Man. So that's how when you read this and you line it up, because you got certain books now that tell you the certain things that they did here. So that's the same thing, man.
Right.
They're in that same spirit. So
And he always got in his mind, he smile in your face. How many times he cracks a joke, his spirit is about war and your death. That's just the reality. And you can see it. A man of the Lord can see it. You can see right through they fake ass smiles.
They do that ear to ear.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, nigga.
Right.
I got you.
Down the troops, man.
Yeah.
Yup. The brother used to say that's the gang sign.
Right.
But nah, I see what you just said, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
Psalms 55 and 21. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 55, starting at verse butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You know? So that's what you just said, man. Like, yo, they always thinking on ways to bring you down.
Yeah.
You know, how they gonna conquer you, but they talk smoothly to you.
Right.
Hey, buddy, how you doing, bro?
Yeah.
This. You know, you're my friend. You're just, oh, you don't trust that nigga, man.
And we're not thinking about you though, but you always were on your mind to destroy us. That's how much of a hypocrite you are. We don't care what you do. Do what you do. But you're so worried about what we do because in your spirit to destroy us. Because the Lord put that in your spirit.
That's like, yo, when what it said in Genesis, because it's all about the birthright for real, man. You mad because you gave it up to us, but it was supposed to happen like that.
Yeah,
So
it's predestined to happen anyway.
He said he said the days of my father, the days of one of my father are precious. He said, but as soon as those days go away, he's going to kill his brother Jacob. That's the same way to this day. You know?
That's that spirit of wicked jealousy.
That's right. Going back to Cain.
Yeah.
Cain killed his brother. And Cain means what? Weapon? You know? And we go into Cain's name and we weapon. And Abel's name, I think it's Transient. Because he was only here for a short time. And that's when you get that whole, like the transit bus, because it pulls up at a stop, you know? It's only there for a second, but it's on to the next stop. And that's what happened to him. He was only here for a short time. And he was righteous, and Cain wasn't. Cain was the wicked one. That's the same spirit that Esau had.
That spirit of jealousy.
Esau got that same spirit, so did Amalek, because Amalek is Esau's grandson. You know, so he taught that this. You know?
Verse 8. But he answered in his own language and said, no. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did.
That's right.
Oh, he got burned up too.
Yeah, he was faithful to death, man. And that's that, yo, that gotta be. And yo, the king is sitting there watching. So everybody watching. You know? And he's trying to make an example of these brothers, man. Don't go against him. You know? That's what the Lord does. He makes examples. You know what he do. Man. You know?
And hey, this just answered our question: were they screaming, or what did they do? Right? Verse 9 it says, "And when he was at the last gasp, he said, 'Thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life.'" So he let them know we'll be back.
And the Lord put the words in his mouth to say that.
All right.
At that time, man. It's like when Yahweh Shah was he was about to perish on the cross. And he let out that loud yell and he was like, Lord, why have you forsaken me and everything? You know? But they was like, why does he call on? But when it's saying in the Greek, it was like Eli, something like that. It's like, why does he call on the prophet Elijah? He did all, you know? And those are the same spirits that's out here today. He heard it, man. He heard them, you know? But he focused on Yahweh, man. That's why when he come back, he gonna personally put a lot of these people down, man. You know? Because he said, vengeance is his, man. Vengeance belongs to him. All we gotta do is tell you about it, man.
Right.
We reading about it.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the what it say, through fear, persuade,
Many.
you know?
Say many.
That's fear, right? Come on, man. You reading this? Don't nobody want to think about that, man. But that's a part of what we into, man. Just for being faithful to the word, man. They want to put you down, man. But that's what it is, man. That's why, like, if you hop into this truth and you fall out, you definitely will be.
Like a dog turned to his vomit.
That's right. We're saying you're going to get beat with many stripes.
Ah.
Like that brother from Fishy Town London, man. You know, he was on fire and all that, man.
He fell out?
Video, he fell out.
Stop.
So I'm like, yo, this was like, I remember when he started doing jewelry, because I bought a chain off of him. I think I bought his first chain off of him. And he started doing that, and the more he was doing the jewelry, the less he took, the more it took away from the work. To the point he ain't do no videos, he wasn't going out. Brothers was asking about it. They was like, yo, what happened to the brothers? And another brother.
Wait, is this Ephraimite brother?
No.
Oh,
I think he was like, he looked like Judah, but he could have been Gad. But nah, he looked like a Judite brother, man. Not me, a brother. That's crazy. But yeah, he you know, so like brothers like that.
Wow.
When you come into this thing and you leave, you go, that's pointless because they already got you. They got
yeah. You done.
They know.
Yeah, you already blackballed.
Yeah, so you can't
You
can't be
I
like,
know I'm blackballed, so what? Yeah,
you
like,
can't be like, nah, I was just
yeah.
You so ain't sure
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
That was my twin.
Right,
Like,
right.
all right, nigga, we got you, man.
Right.
That's why you gotta keep going, man. That's why I told you be faithful until death.
Hey,
Like
man.
these brothers, man.
Hey, but I brought that out earlier today on the video. I said, listen, that's a sign.
That's the spirit.
That's a sign for a hopeful elect when
That's
you
right.
got somebody that's on fire
That's right.
and they fall out. Hey, that's a sign from Yahweh Shem Shai.
That's right.
So you can be thankful
Yeah.
for him keeping the spirit upon you and casting you not away from his presence.
I know a lot of brothers that fall out like that, man. I'm talking like, yo, man, my main man, I don't even want to say his name because the way he went out was foul, bro.
Yeah, hey,
I
man.
remember him used to be on the highways of New York, giving it shit.
Oh, Khan, snap. Yeah.
I mean, then all of a sudden, I just stopped seeing him.
Yeah.
That's my man. I used to listen
Right.
to him. You know what I mean? So,
Hey, you better not be eating Mike and walk by.
yeah, right. And that day they already
you
got
will
some face to got
catch
all
it.
that, man.
Yeah,
So when they come, they like, yo, you know who you are, nigga.
right.
We
Right.
been, yo, we keeping notes. We got a list of y'all niggas, man.
Right.
You know? So that's crazy. Like, yo, and they gonna get it worse than these brothers.
Right.
But these brothers was faithful. You know? That's why I say they don't make niggas like they used to. Them brothers they was strong, man. You know? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Just to back your brothers up, what you just mentioned, is the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith,
That's right.
and that we must through much tribulation enter into the
Right.
into the kingdom of God.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, man. You're gonna have to do what you do. Yo, you already getting the tribe right now. From the beginning. Because it's just like it's levels to this tribulation, man. You know, it starts with your family. It might be your woman or something. She leaves you, your children start acting up, bucking up against you. You know? And you gotta, throughout all that, you gotta keep the faith, man.
Hey, they tell you, listen, this is a true story. You come back to the church, we can be back together again.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I remember you know what I mean?
What?
You're gonna have a lot, yo, because when you come into this,
True.
man, they think you care. They look at you
Right.
like a terrorist.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's it's terror to them because you're telling the truth, and it's coming out of a book that they think they know that they read. Man.
right.
You don't got an understanding of that book.
Hey, well, they've been drunk off the wine of their fornication, right?
Right.
So they think whatever this man say through his seminary schools, right, through his churches, that it's the truth.
Right.
But it's
Lose
wicked
a lot.
and evil.
This truth is about shaving shit, man. Shaving off things in this world, man. You supposed to shave off shit you don't got a motherfucking thing. You
Right.
be like, look, man, Lord, I give everything to you. I don't even care. That's right.
Right?
Hey,
And then I'm gonna say, you don't like spiritually, man. You can lose a lot of things. You get detached from that shit.
Right.
You're going to lose stuff physically too, but you spiritually want to be like, man,
Hey.
it's going to dissolve.
Yep.
hey, no, I was gonna say I was speaking to somebody before camp, and he was telling me that he was sharing his testimony. He was like, the Lord would get you into small little situations, basically, so you won't fuck yourself up in the long run.
Right.
He said, one time he was without something, and he just went across the street, and the car like hit him, but not hard enough. And he said that he took it like the Lord was telling him, don't just run across the street with me. You know, next time you just might
Yeah.
not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have another round, like, you know. So like what we're going through now, you're beginning with souls. Lord put you through things so you can like shed. Like the brother tells you, shut off certain things. You learn from it, like, oh, okay, damn. Makes you feel the Lord even more, like, Lord, you know, Salaki in the water, you know.
Hey, and you establish really like a cold heart
Yeah,
on some real stuff. Like, hey, man, well,
you don't even want
whatever.
to be around us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not in the word or
Right.
talking the word.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
some of them, you don't even want to be around, man. 'Cause they're full of shit.
All right.
You know, it's best to be alone, man, and talk to the Lord. That's why He puts you like that, so you keep drawing you closer to Him. You know?
And
that way you are, you know, when you're around people, you can see even more. When your eyes is even more open.
Hey, and when you cold hearted, you worry less
That's right.
because you ain't worrying about what somebody else is talking about, or what somebody say you can or cannot do or can't have. Right? You ain't worried about it. All right.
Like the brother Banya Olive from my Boston, man, when he came down. That brother, yo, his demeanor never changed, not one bit, man. He was just like, just chilling, like, he wasn't worried about shit.
Right.
I'm like, damn.
Right.
I'm just looking at him like, yo, this brother got a calm spirit, man. You know? And that's the way we should be, like.
Yeah.
You know, there ain't nothing supposed to fucking move, man. You know, because if you know the truth, man, You miles and miles ahead of these people.
Right.
You know? Yeah, of course, like we're in the flesh, so we go through certain things, man. We get down and out, depressed and shit. That's just a part of the truth, man. You know? Because it says with more wisdom is more sorrow. You know? So when you know stuff like this, you're like, God damn.
And
Sometimes you might meditate on
yeah,
it.
and the sorrow is really about not being able to serve Yahweh Shema Shai like we should be doing.
Right, nah.
Like, hey man, we sorrowful because we can't, serve our power.
That's right.
Because we eat defiled food. We know we eating defiled food, and having to eat it. Hey man, that's sorrowful.
That's right.
Seeing all these abominations around right in front of our face. Forget around the world, right in front of our face. That's sorrowful.
That's right. That's right.
Having to work
Yeah,
on the Shabbat, right? That's sorrowful.
they do that for a reason. Try to keep us disconnected from our power, man. They give you any kind of religion and all that, say to follow that, but let you follow this.
Right,
You know? Yeah.
right. Got your kids all jacked in this world. The man is the least of supposed to be the head of the household, right? But the least in this kingdom,
He's the most hated.
right?
You know?
Especially men of the Lord, men that want to be righteous,
These women, they getting bolder and bolder, man.
right?
There was a video I saw, a brother did a lesson on it. And there was a woman in the car, it was 3 instances. There was a woman in the car, she was talking to her husband on the phone, and she had a dude sitting right next to her. And he was like, oh, babe, what you doing? He was at work. And he was like, what you doing? She was like, nothing, riding on my side, nigga, in the car. She told me too. This nigga started laughing, like, y'all, you play too much, this, that. And then she told the boy to say hi. And he said it. He was like, hey, what's up? He was like, oh, man, you crazy. She sounds just like a man. I said, this fucking fool, man. Like, she's that now, when you
That's
think
wicked.
about a simp,
That's wicked, man.
that's a simp. And she riding about
Yeah, that's wicked.
Yeah, I love you. And I'm like, yo,
Man, that's wicked,
she
man.
gonna catch it.
Yeah.
She gonna catch
Man.
it.
Get ready for that missile salad.
Yep. She gonna be running, looking for a man in the Lord,
Right.
and she gonna get rejected, man.
John.
You know? A lot of these women gonna get rejected.
Hey, because we're gonna be able to see all them lies
Yep.
that you done told us, right?
Spirit and shit.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to see. In those days, we're gonna be able to see through you.
Yep.
Right through you.
God. Fuck, that shit's crazy, man.
Verse 10. After him was the third made a mocking stock, and when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon. So he's like,
yo, what you did to my brother,
go ahead.
to me.
Yeah,
You know, I'm gonna take that with honor,
right.
man. You know?
And I'm gonna catch it.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
put my hand out so I can catch it.
That's right. And he did it like it was nothing, man. Like, yo, go ahead, take it, man. This don't belong to me anyway. The Lord got another body for me.
Right. Hey, that's what he gonna say.
But yo, that's why Apostle Tahar was like, yo, if it comes down to it and they try to put you to death, he was like, just smile when you about to cut your head off. Because your face gonna be like this, gonna stay just like that. And they gonna
When
look
you
at
come and
like
when you
this.
come back,
Like when
hey,
you kick your head.
hey, but when you come back,
And so you just laughing at because you're laughing in the face of death, man. You know? You're supposed to laugh in the face of death, man. You know? That's why, I always say, like, keep the Holy Spirit on you, man. Even in the sight of death, man. You know? You want to stand bold, you want to stand firm, just like these brothers right here, man.
come.
They stood boldly, man. They wasn't running from shit. Nah, you go before me. No, they went, when the order they was called, they went up there boldly, you know, in the sight of a king. And that's what Esau, and that's how he knows an Edomite, because Esau, that's his famous thing. All he want to do is threaten you with death, man.
Right.
You know, so you'll be scared and be fearful.
Or threaten you with loss of something,
That's right.
right?
But the
Loss of your freedom,
Yep.
loss of your job, right?
Yep.
And think you're supposed to be scared,
Yep.
or you're supposed to grovel and bend down to them. No.
But the major thing is with the loss of life, man. There's a lot of niggas out here, they do not want to die.
Hey. To fear.
Yup, then that, yup.
Yeah, you bring that
Last
precept
enemy
out.
conquered is
Yeah,
God.
conquer.
What you think?
Yeah, you bring that out.
Matter of fact, I'm glad that.
Yeah.
That's a revelation. Oh, shit. Nah, this is another one. It's 1 Corinthians 15 and 26. It says, the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. For he had put all things under his feet. But when he saith all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is expected which did pour all things under him. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subjected to him that put all things under him, that the Most High may be all in all. So the Lord, though, that's why these men, they looked at them. They knew that the last enemy to be conquered is death, and they had to die because it wasn't their time. So they got put to death. They smiled in the sight of it, you know? These dudes, they start cowering. But you got some niggas out here, that somebody come and kill them, they like, man, what?
Yeah, you better kill me.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, everybody getting it.
Yeah. You got dudes like that. That's man.
Yeah.
Then you got the ones that cow. Oh, please.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you got some men out here that's like that, man. You know, but they wicked though. You know, and that's the spirit, and they but see, they're dying for wickedness, man.
Right.
You want to die for righteousness, man. You know, because I hate to die for some wicked shit, man.
Right.
That's a fear of mine, man. Fuck that. I ain't down for no wicked shit. You want to put me down, it better be for righteousness, man.
Verse 11, and said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them. And from him I hope to receive them again. Reincarnation.
That's right.
Right?
He said I despise them because they wicked.
Right.
You know the flesh is wicked, man. You know, he said for his laws I despise them, man. Because the flesh, what it say, the spirit is living, but the flesh is weak. You know? The flesh is sin. You know, that's a matter of fact of how you know that. When Yahweh Shah came, he said he that he sent, matter of fact, he said he came in the form of sin. He came in the form of sin. God damn. Matter of fact, grab it real quick. Come out, put it in the shop. On his ink. And that's why that brother said that, man. Because he said, these are despised. He said it was given to me by the Heavenly Father. He said for his said for his righteousness, he said he despised him, man. You know, just like even it's like this scripture. It says if thy right hand offends you, cut it off. But it ain't talking about your physical right hand. It's talking about like somebody that's close to it. You know?
The book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 3. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh.
Okay. And that's what he said, right? He said because of his laws, he despised it. He said he despised it. That's that dude that was out here last time. He was like, yo, they over there lying.
Yeah.
He said, y'all tell the truth.
It says, God sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh.
Right.
Well, I love you, but can you? I ask you something. Can you help me out with just $2? I'll give you some food.
Drunk, man.
$2. I'll give you some food. I'll give you some food.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
That's not the way Yahweh does it. He don't does it that way. This might be for my beer. All praise to the moment.
All right, King.
I have my camera to show it, but can I offer you something?
I'm good.
I will.
No, I'm all right. We all right. Hey, we gonna bring this word out though. Go ahead, King.
Go ahead.
All right.
Offer you something from the word.
Yeah.
No, but I'm gonna give you something.
No, you good.
What you want? I'm gonna get you a drink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
get
got
you
it.
something.
You got it, brother.
No, I'm gonna get you something and try and give you something. No, I ain't that stupid. I'm gonna get you orange juice. What you want?
Nothing.
Orange juice?
Good. And we going in there
That's not
stealing.
that.
Yeah, we good.
But I still owe you.
Yeah, you
I
got
owe
it.
you, man. I owe you.
You know who you owe? You know who you owe? Yo, bro. Hey, bro. You know who you owe?
Huh?
You owe him.
Yahweh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna owe you one. I'll owe you some. I'll owe you one. I'll owe you.
More names, David.
But you know, he was out here before.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. His name David.
Wow.
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 That's crazy.
Let's start from the top.
Wow.
Romans chapter 8, verse 3. But what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, and sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh.
See that? Yo, because Yahweh Shai said sin condemns sin in the flesh. Yahweh Shai came in the flesh and sin, man. And he condemned that same sin. He overcame it. You know? And what it say, the wages of sin is death.
Yeah.
That's why he had to be put on that cross too.
Yeah.
He didn't sin, but that's, that flesh had to be taken off of him. You know? He was sent in it, but it got taken off of him. He kept it back up.
Yeah.
And he had that new body, man. He ain't had that same body. You know? But you can still see the things that they did to him. You know? And that's how powerful he is, man. The Father works. That the Father gave him, man. But that's the point of that. That's why he said through his mouth he wanted his hands to be cut off. And everything. He like,
He said, despise.
shit,
You know. He said, I get him back.
Because though we get angry, we like, man, I hate this flesh. You know? Because this shit is sin. It's prone to go off. And that's why I said that through the law, it wasn't like, it couldn't be fulfilled. So those dudes down IUIC talking about law, you niggas going off because y'all don't even follow the law.
Right.
You can't possibly follow the laws in Babylon.
Yeah, perfect.
Exactly.
Hey, and that's why the scriptures call it chains of darkness.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're gonna get out these chains when Yahweh Shah come back.
Right.
You know that.
You stuck.
It says, verse 12, insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage.
Yeah, they like, damn, how did he was like, yo, we just killed two of your brothers. No, he was a
Two,
third one,
yeah,
right?
third.
So we just killed two of your brothers in a vicious fashion. And that's the first thing you gonna do, man? Like, yo, something wrong with y'all dudes.
It says, for that he nothing regarded the pain. So remember we talking about, were they screaming?
Yeah.
Oh, it was like,
What they say, no
Yeah.
pain, no gain. No?
verse 13. Now mangled the fourth in like manner.
So man, he went back to back.
Yeah.
Third and the fourth, man. You know?
So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by men to look for hope from Yahweh to be raised up again by him.
Mm,
As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
So yo, cause like when they say ain't gonna have no resurrection of life, he ain't gonna be that king no more, man. You might come back in this time and this right here, but after that, you're coming back into slavery, man. And that's not, slavery is not living, man. Like us out here, we're not living, man. This ain't no life, man. You know, we're slaves to this society, man. Cause you gotta work for this, you gotta work for that. You know, anything that's money, you gotta go to Esau for loans, you gotta go to his banking system for money. You know, that's not living, man.
Right. And he consistently owns you through those things
That's right.
because of debt,
Yup.
right?
That's
Because
right.
of house debt, credit card debt,
Yup.
school
Yup.
debt,
Yup.
right? Loans and all
Yeah,
that kind of stuff,
yup.
right? You know?
This place was built on that. And yo, this is how you know that Esau's all about debt, because look at the debt that he's in.
Right.
You know?
The high, he got a negative rating the other day, right?
Yeah, zero.
Yeah, negative.
You know? So damn, so Esau's the creditor's credit is fucked up.
Right.
So you see that, you
Right.
like, yo,
Right.
this nigga about to start tripping.
Right.
You know, because when you cut it, and then because they talk about a government shutdown and all that, man, like they still talk about that.
And hey, all through this, they're talking about reincarnation,
Yup.
raised up again,
Mm-hmm.
come back again.
That's right.
You know,
And they know about that second Ezra 14. What's that? 34, I believe it is. It tells about, matter of fact, it says second Ezra 14. This is one of my favorite ones I bring out. But definitely. Yup, here it goes. Second Ezra 14:34. This says, therefore, if so be that he will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive. And after death ye shall obtain mercy. For after death shall the judgment come, when ye shall live again. And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly be declared. You know, so you got the death, so you're going to live again. Matter of fact, look at that. And check. Second Ezra chapter 14, verse 34 and 35. And I'll tell you. Them brothers knew about the resurrection.
God.
And the kingdom, and that's like what Yahweh Shah told him, man. He was like that. He wasn't of his word. I ain't gonna give it to him. Yeah, well, I'm trying to make GNT. That's a good one. Yeah, this is Second Ezra chapter 14, 34, 35 in the GNT. It says, but if you will discipline your thoughts and be willing to learn, you will be kept safe in this life and will be granted mercy after death. For judgment day comes after death, when we will be brought back to life, and the righteous people will be made known, while what the godless have done will be exposed. That's crazy. I'll read that again. It says, but if you will discipline your thoughts and be willing to learn, you will be kept safe in this life and will be granted mercy after death. The judgment day cometh after death. We will be brought back to life, and the righteous people will be made known, while the godless have done will be exposed. But the godless have done shall be exposed. That's crazy, man. But that's what they knew. We coming back to life.
God.
Coming back again.
God.
You know?
Your judgment will be meted out at that time.
Because we're going to get our judgment. That's why when you go when you perish, go in the spirit world, you get your judgment, and you go back in 34th generation. That's how we always came back. 34th generation, man. You know?
Hey, the scriptures say that that Yahweh shall
rise first.
That's right, man. Come on, man. First Thessalonians.
That's
my shit.
Verse 15. Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him.
Dang.
Then looked he unto the king and said, Thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt. Yet think not that our nation is forsaken of Yahweh.
Dang. They were snapping on the king, man.
Right, all while being put to death. They talk.
Yep.
Right?
Our nation will never be forsaken. You know, because and that's this one. That should be freezing up. What is that?
At the mom. Verse 21. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them.
She said it. Read up one more.
God.
It says she said it in her language.
God. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language.
That's right. So she was speaking Hebrew. She wasn't speaking their language. And the king ain't understand that Hebrew that she was talking. You know?
Yes, probably said, Call Elohim Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakah. It says, filled with courageous spirits and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, I cannot tell how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life. Neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. But doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life. Right? As ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. Like, hey, you can't get no plainer than reincarnation in that. Right? And when you think about it, you know, our women today, Eve today, talking about something, I gave you birth. I birthed you. I did this. You came out of my, and what did this righteous woman say?
So
What did she say?
Check it
But
out.
doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again.
Right. Check it out. Got you, right? Check it. And this is faith booster right here because it lets you know the Lord, hey man, you got another body waiting for you.
God.
You know, you just gotta do it. Hey. But this is Jeremiah chapter 1 and 5. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to verse 4. Back on what the woman said, because she said she don't know how you formed on her belly and all that. You know, matter of fact, read that again real quick, Baba Bashar.
Well, it says, verse 22, it says, I cannot tell how ye came into my womb. She said, I can't tell how you came into my womb, right? For I neither gave you breath nor life. What does our woman say today? I birthed you. I gave you breath. You came from me. Yeah.
Right. Yup.
It says, for I neither gave you breath nor life. Neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you.
Man, see that? Check it out. This is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 4. It says, Then the words of Yahweh Shemel came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I
knew thee.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. You know, so that right there is telling you the Lord did all those things, right? He said, Before I formed thee. You know, and that's what she said. She said, I don't know how you came to me, this, that. You know, but you lay down with a man, those things happen. But she like, as far as you getting put together inside of me, she said, I ain't do none of that. You know, the Lord did all that.
Verse 24. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both a rich and a happy man if he would turn from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs.
And that's why we brought that out in Proverbs. Wrath of the king is like a born lion, you know, but it's basically like his friendship is like the dew on the grass,
yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So look, he just killed all your brothers. He's the youngest one. He killed your oldest brothers. He leave you because he was tired of you. Really, man, he was like weary of fucking killing. So he's like, look, man, I'll pay you. I'll give you this. Just be my friend, because he's seen how courageous his brothers is. You know? And then he's seen the mother, she wasn't folding and none of that, man. So now he's like, yo, I could use him on my team. And he's like, just turn away from your laws. And as soon as you get that money, and that's why, you know, you never trust the enemy, because as soon as he would have been like, yeah, you know, I'll take the money out there, he probably killed them anyway. You know? After he did all that to your brothers,
right,
then he'll probably be like, yo, you the softest one I knew. That's because he took the
right,
money
right,
and killed.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, right.
So he did right, man. What else did that brother have to lose? He was taking his brothers.
Right.
He didn't want to try to offer him money. Why he want that from you?
Right.
You know, and that's what Esau gonna try to do all this murder, y'all. Man, listen, just follow us. You know, that's what they really want. They want you to be
obedient to them. Yeah, so they control you.
That's why they try to chip the whole world, man.
Right.
You know, they want full control. They, like I said, they said it would be like the Most High. That's their thoughts. You know, but the Lord, hey man, he ain't going for that shit.
The men of the Lord ain't going for it either.
Exactly. The Lord, man, Esau, man, he just set himself up. Man.
Right.
You think you're doing something, you really not, man. He was the original. Great division. And we're reading about it.
Yeah.
That's why I say, blessed to see that reader, man.
And we read and we praying to Yahweh Shemel Shai to put the spirit on us.
Yep.
Spirit of these seven brothers.
Yep, that courage. Just like Mattathias and what they do, they rumble, man. But it was time for them to do that. You know? And then each era that the prophets was in, the Lord gave them a task to do, man. They had to do it. And they got put to death. Eventually they died. but they still fought. And y'all tried to come at them on the Sabbath because y'all knew that they wasn't going to fight. By the time it's like fuck.
Until they made that oath.
Yeah, cut
Hey,
it like,
man.
listen, man, we got to
Yeah.
defend ourselves.
Right.
Hands going to run down on us like that.
Right.
You know, so hey, man, Esau, man, I don't even feel sorry for y'all. Be laughing at you, man.
Huh.
Because you really think that you out here, like, you know, doing something.
Hey, and you want to outdo the Lord. The
That's
Lord
right.
put you in this trick bag for a reason.
Yeah.
So that his name
They be magnified.
and glorified. That's right.
And yo, even with all this, his name was being glorified. Because
Yeah.
they was like, yo, they was like, damn, they care about their God that much. You know, they ready to die for him. You know, and they ain't even seen him. You know, they just heard the words they read. Heard the words Yahweh Shem Shah. And they knew their heritage, they knew what it was. And then they had a lot of examples that was in the Maccabees and all that. You know?
Verse 25. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother
See that? This is the part I was talking about.
and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life. And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son.
And yo, that's funny, because she was like, all right, I'm a counselor.
Yeah.
But guess what she gonna tell me? You know what I'm saying? And yo, this she even made the king that
Look
was
stupid.
so mad.
Yeah.
Because he thought, like, you know what? I tried to talk. Boy, he gonna listen to his mother.
Yeah.
He gonna listen to his mom, but you don't understand who his mother is, man.
John.
What she about to tell her, like, you know, she's shitting on you too.
Right. Verse 27.
Cause yo, all that killing the king was getting, he probably was getting sick to his stomach. Keep seeing that
Right.
shit. And then the way he was doing it.
Hey, you gotta live with that. Any man that shot somebody or put somebody down, walk down on them,
Yeah.
you gotta live that, man, for the rest of your life.
Like, seeing that,
You thinking that's you
all
think
that
that's thorough?
That shit
No,
haunt you.
yeah,
That shit a Harlem.
Yeah.
Even if you see it, you like,
Yep.
God damn.
yeah. You ain't
that
gonna never
shit-
forget that.
Yeah, that shit stick with you.
Yeah,
That definitely stick with you. That's why they show on TV when motherfuckers kill somebody, always throw up and shit. You know what I mean? That
that's
shit's
real.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
You
real.
Like, you talk to somebody that ever did that, they'd be like, yo, after they do that to the first person, then they do it again. It's like it's like they're killing the same dude just
Mhm.
all over again. Because that's the first.
That's what you'll see. That's the image.
Should've gotten it live. So that shit crazy, man. So that king, man, he was that dude was effed up, man. But he was the king. He was trying to act like
hmm
because the brothers was like, man, we don't care about this death right here. We going to the Father. That's all he's doing is sending us to the Father.
Right.
Hey, can I make a point on that? That's the Lord, like, puts it in them to know, like, yo, those were these men. So you start realizing, like, oh, I fucked up. Like, the Roman centurions, right after Yahushua gave up the ghost to go up, they seen it, they was like, too late. Like, they knew they fucked up.
Hey. Earth was
Came from
tossed
their
to and fro.
graves. Yeah. People came from their graves.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, this was truly the Son of God.
Yeah.
Because you know how many people they put to death on them crosses and all that. And they never
Right, nothing
witnessed
happened.
Like that. They never witnessed nothing like that. So when that happened, they like, oh shit. Yo, he was who he said he was. And even in death, they still was like, yo, guard his tomb. Because after that happened, it's like, yo, they remember what he said, how he's gonna raise in 3 days. And all. So they knew that shit. It's like, yo, don't let them come sticks the body. Like, oh man, you know you. Esau, you couldn't even do nothing in death, man. You know? That's all you try to do is guard a tomb. Man.
Right.
The Lord we had the angels rolled the rock away from him, and made the guards fall asleep. That's why they killed the guards, man.
Verse 27. But she bowing herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner.
That's right, the Hebrew, man.
O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years.
And yo, see that when he's 3 years old, but she told him to have pity on her, man.
Yeah.
You know, and he was about to be put to death. And that makes you think about when the what was it, when the women, they was crying for Yahweh Shah when he was going to be put to death. He was like, look, man, you cry for me. I'm worried about, I ain't worried about you, but you should cry for yourself, man.
Right.
You know?
And hey, this also should be a lesson to our women too. How long you're actually supposed to nurture your child. Right? Because what does this world tell you? 1 year.
Yeah.
And that's it. And give them some Similac.
Yeah,
right? It says gave thee suck 3 years.
Right, yeah.
And people right now, if you got a 3-year-old, 3 years, right? Right. Because that's where the proper nutrients are coming as they're beginning to form.
Right. Not no milk.
Right.
Cow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or that formula, right? But yeah, that's where the nutrients are coming from.
Right. Because yo, a king, like in that era, a king would drink breast milk. They would drink a woman's breast milk. That's you know,
Proper nutrients right there.
You know? They wasn't drinking that cow milk and that goat's milk and all that shit, because that gives you mucus, man.
Right. So
That's
stop giving them that formula, that Similac after a year.
That's poison.
Yeah.
That's poison. That's what's making them sick.
Yep. And that's why their immune system is so weak.
Yep.
So you're boosting up their immune system by giving them those nutrients for 3 years. Stop listening to Esau and everything he said, or what other nations do. Who cares? The Bible tells you how long to give them suck. It says, and suck 3, gave thee suck 3 years and nourished, and brought thee up unto this age and endured the troubles of education. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth and all that is therein, and consider that Yahweh made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise.
That's right.
Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren.
Damn.
Oh.
She like, damn, she want to get them back.
Yeah.
You know, she man, because the Lord can, he can have you come back in a room, different ages. She could have been a mother again or something.
Again.
She see the sons that the Lord gave her.
Right.
You know?
7.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And she seen how bold they stood for the Lord, man.
Hey, man, look what this young man said, though.
God.
He says, verse 30, while she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandments. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you ain't, hey, what do you say? Say less. It says, I will not obey the king's commandments, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses. And thou, that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews, shall not escape the hands of Yahweh.
Damn, see that? That's
For we suffer because of our sins. So again, he knew, hey man, this is our punishment because we went off.
You know you sin.
Yeah, as a people, we were going off during that time. Yeah.
You know you sin, man. The Lord, He gonna holler at you.
Verse 33, and though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastising and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants. So he knew that the Lord, was going to bring us back.
What's that scripture say? Suffer a little while, something, because it goes right with it. They go hand in hand with that. He says, suffer endure the chastisement,
Mm-hmm.
basically like the Lord, and that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Because he said like the Lord, and it's damn, you can find that, bro. That go hand in hand with that scripture right there. Let's say my children suffer patiently. The wrath does put upon you. I think that's what it said. He was a child of Yahweh, man. You know? He knew it. He was like, yo, and then he was thinking about it like, I'm about to get to death. He saw how fast that happened with his brothers. They got and it was done. You know? So they suffered a little while. They just went right back to the Father. Back. Like when Stephen got stoned. A little while. You know? He suffered that little pain. And it was all for the glory of the Lord, man. He created all these things, man. He created death for punishment. He created the wicked for punishment, man. You know, he created the righteous for salvation. And all the things that we go through, we gotta do it. We gotta just ask him for mercy. You know when you know the things that's coming, you gotta be asking the Lord for mercy every single day, begging for it. Fuck that. You know? Always ask the Lord for mercy. Because you don't know where you're ending, man.
All right.
Got it.
1 Peter chapter 5, verse 10. But the God of all grace, who hath called us unto his eternal glory by Hamashiach Yahushai, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you.
Right. That's what he was saying, man. Because, they was made perfect after that. Because what? They went back to the spirit. They wasn't in the flesh. So they was perfect. They knew all things, man.
Wow.
You know, they was up there with the Heavenly Father, the rest of the saints, you know. And they was complaining to Yahweh about the man that put him to death. When you going to put him to death? I mean, that's in Revelation. When it says that you saw the souls are the ones that were put to death for the Lord because they was complaining to the Lord. You know, John the Revelator saw that. So he saw Paul, he saw all the saints, man. He saw Peter, all of them up there. Because they all got put to death.
Yeah, gruesome deaths too.
And they was and I was, matter of fact, I was looking that up a while ago. How the prophets died, how they was put to death. That's, man, they did them dirty, man.
Hey.
But they really wanted to get at the Father that they can't get at him. You know.
It says, verse 34, but thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of Yahweh. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of Almighty Yahweh, who seeth all things.
Right. The Lord was watching.
It says, for our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under Yahweh's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of Yahweh, shalt receive just punishment for thy pride. But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching Yahweh that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation,
Right.
and that thou by torments and plagues mayest confess that he alone is Yahweh, and that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon all our nation, may cease. Then the king, being in a rage, so he's still proud. He still can't get right.
The Lord
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he wanted him to get raised.
Right.
Because he offered him money.
Yep.
He told the mother to speak to him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And he still was like, and you killed his brothers.
Yeah.
All 6 of them. So he's like, man, why would I, betray my brothers like that? You know what I'm saying? To deal with you, nigga.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
It says,
that's why he got enraged, man.
yeah, it says, then the king, being in a rage, handled him worse than all the rest.
God damn, he had it worse. Cause he tried to reason with him. But he wasn't trying to hear that, man.
Right.
No, he wasn't trying to hear that.
It says, and took it grievously that he was mocked.
And yo, you know what? And that's crazy because he was the last brother.
God.
And that's crazy. So the Lord completed his punishment. Because he killed seven righteous men. And the Lord, yo, he allowed it to happen. So like when his judgment
It's righteous.
because they all
Righteous.
told him.
Righteous recompense.
That's right. And the Lord, man, you can't say I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm blameless, or I'm blameless, right?
That's right. Matter of fact, I got one for you. The go when he said about going.
Justified.
God.
Hey, just like how you hardened Pharaoh's heart.
God. God.
There you go. This is Revelation chapter 20 and 4. It says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness. It says, for the witness of Yahweh Shah, for the word of the Most High, Salaki, for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. And those brothers, they're part of that number.
God.
But the souls of them, he said, because John the Revelator, he saw them in the heavens. He said the souls of those that was beheaded, so the souls were the spirit. He saw them up there. You know, he saw the thrones that men sat on and the ones that was complaining to the Lord. Like, when you gonna take this devil on, man? And them brothers, they didn't go for that fucking pork shit and none of that. Just like these men that's here today, because all those spirits are back here on this earth. You know, believe it or not, all these spirits is back, and they're not going for it, man. Just like those brothers. Even if you killing people in front of them, they won't. Man, I'm next.
God.
You know, I'm next, man. That's the way you gotta be. You gotta, hey, man. The Lord said, "Be faithful until
death,
and I will give you a crown of life, man." You know, those words is not to be taken lightly, and those words ain't light, man. You know, these men run around because they really don't understand what they got themselves into. They come in here for the women. A lot of men, when you talk to them, they're like, "Oh man, I can't wait for the 7 women to take hold of one man." I just look at them like, God damn, God. That's all you can think about, man. What about salvation? That's the goal. Salvation is the goal, man. All those other things is going to be added on to you, man. You got men that do like Nate Palm and them. They come and they want a congregation so they can just be over somebody, man. You know, you got to come in for the Lord himself, man. That's it. You know, but he has to call you and it has to be inside of you, man. You know, a lot of men say, what? Many are called, few are chosen. You know, and it also says, many shall say, Lord, Lord, have you not cast out demons on men? You know, like the blood from me, I never knew. The dudes don't think about that. They think about the clamor, all the apostles, and this, that. You know, do you know what those men went through to get that? The sorrow that they've been through, man, this shit ain't man life, man. You know, the glory comes in the kingdom, man. Right here is the pain and the suffering and the agony, man. This ain't nothing nice, man. This is all suffering. That's why you read the book of Lamentations. It's lament. He said, I got a book that's full of lamenting and woe, man. You know, pain and destruction, man. That's what this book is full of. And it's full of salvation, too. You know? You gotta know what you're doing.
Says, verse 40, so this man died undefiled and put his whole trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Last of all, after the sons, the mother died.
See that?
Let this be enough now to have spoken concerning the idolatrous feast and the extreme tortures. Said, let this be enough spoken.
So that idolatry, man. You know what? You already know.
Let this
Bring
be
the
enough
classic out.
spoken.
Bring the classic out.
It said
That's-
what it
yo, that's
said.
it, bro.
It said what it
That's how,
said.
that's how you end it.
Yeah.
That's the whole chapter right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's the whole chapter.
Hey, bro,
Hey, that's the first time we did that.
what is this?
It's this. We tell y'all who y'all are. Our people.
A podcast?
No. We live on YouTube and all that. But we out here telling our people, warning them about the things that's to come. You know?
Alright.
Destruction. All right, bro. Strong. You're an Israelite, man. One of God's chosen people, bro. But they don't want you to know that they want us to fight against each other, kill each other. And the Lord is he's bringing together a certain remnant of his people to come out here and speak to us, man.
Yeah,
All
just
the
watch
rest
the
of us, they just
YouTube.
wanna
Turn on
get-
GMS YouTube. You'll find out who you are in this world.
That's right. Yo, be strong, bro.
You too.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right.
Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Right. 666. We gonna bring that out every week until that day
To
comes.
the end.
So we not out here no more.
Right.
Cause like I
Till
said,
the Lord shut our mouth.
Because that's the next major prophecy before this thing. That's when Jacob's trouble gonna be in full effect, man. When that happens.
Huh.
That young boy, he had that dead look.
Yeah.
Like, that's sad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but you know, you tell him that. And now that's up to him
Yeah.
to go. And I told him, like, you an Israelite, bro.
Right.
So you can't say you ain't never heard that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the seed that's planted. The Lord got to give it the increase. Now it's up to him to brother want to go study and find out shit. You know? But that look in his eyes was just like a dead body.
Yeah.
And we all had that look at one point in time. Like, you know, the Lord had to get that look up off us, man.
Huh.
Woke us up. You know, he breathed the life into us, man. Got anything else, brother? So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honor to the apostle and others, great millstone, shalom to the elect. Till next week, Waffle Bible Ball.
Waffle Bible Ball.
Kwam Yashua.
Call me a shalom. Shalom. Yeah, wait,
Deuce. I think,
Yeah.
God, this shit fucks you up.